So do you also use IndiaMART to get more leads and inquiries for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for newspaper advertising agencies. So over here I'm running a newspaper advertising agency and we use IndiaMART for our agency. So now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from IndiaMART, automatically the same lead details should be added into my Google Sheets. That too without any manual efforts, so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Google Sheets. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So today I'll show you how to connect IndiaMART with Google Sheets to manage leads seamlessly. So by automating this workflow, every inquiry received through IndiaMART will instantly be added as a new row into your Google Sheets. This setup is perfect for newspaper advertising agencies, making it easy to organize and track all the incoming leads. So let me show you how to set it up. So let's start with a really simple example. So let's say that my name is test lead and over here I'm submitting my requirement details, which is I'm submitting a dummy inquiry which says interested in full page advertisement in your newspaper. Please send me your ad rates and publishing schedules. And then we just have to click on this next and then submit. And yes, you can see that I've successfully submitted my inquiry. So now I'm just going to open my Google Sheets. And yes, you can see the details which we submitted have been added into my Google Sheets. You can see the same query message which we entered. Over here, you can see the lead name, the lead phone number, and the address, right? So yes, this is the automation we are going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this automation for your business, then for that you have to watch this video till the end. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of stars free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is IndiaMART and Google Sheets, right? So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here, I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for newspaper advertising agencies. And then we just have to click on this create, and now it is opening the most important window of our automation. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. All right, trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. So that's the reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So let's start with our automation by selecting our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as IndiaMART. So I'm just going to search for IndiaMART right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are just going to select it. And as soon as we're going to select the trigger application, it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically, trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as the new lead is captured, my workflow should be triggered or started. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our IndiaMART account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So I'm just going to copy this webhook URL, and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your IndiaMART account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab, go to import export leads from these three dots, and then click on I am leads push API. Alright, we are going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my IndiaMART account, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the lead manager, and over here we have to go towards these three dots which says menu, import export leads, and then push API. And now it is asking me to select the source and the CRM platform name. Alright, so as you can see that in the help text it has stated that choose other in the select source option and then enter Pabbly Connect in the CRM platform name. Okay, so we're going to follow the same. For the source, I'm just going to select it as other, and now for the CRM platform name, I'm just going to keep it as Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking me for the webbook listener URL. So here we are going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And after doing all of this, we just have to click on this save details. And now it is asking me for the reason. Why do I wish to shift my IndiaMART leads to any another application? So for that, I'm just going to select my reason as this. I feel that I can permanently save the leads from IndiaMART and view later. And then we have to click on this green button which says click to generate OTP. And now it is saying that it has successfully sent me an OTP. So I'm just going to enter the OTP. So yes, now after entering my OTP, I just have to click on this submit. And yes, you can see integration live. So yes, with this, we have successfully created a connection between our Pabbly Connect's workflow and our IndiaMART account. But as you may notice that now it is saying waiting for a webhook response. And in the notes, it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So to do this, I'm just going to open my CRM push API and we have to click on this blue button which says test your webhook listener URL. And once again, we have to click on this test. And now it has given me a call request header. This means that we have successfully completed our test submission. And now IndiaMART has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Over here you can see all the lead details received. You can see the mobile number, the sender's name, the sender's phone number. Over here you can see the state, the PIN code, the subject, unique query ID, and the status. But you may notice that the subject requirement for empty mineral water bottle doesn't align with our business, right? So what happens is that I'm using a test IndiaMART account. So I receive the default lead details every time I do a test submission. But if you're using a live IndiaMART account, you're going to receive the details which is aligned with your services or product, all right? So yes, you can see that with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMART account, automatically my workflow would be get triggered and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. So further, what I want is I want to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets. So for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. Now it is asking me for the action event. So for the action event, I'm just going to select it as add new row and then click on this connect. And as soon as we're going to click on this connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this button which says sign in with Google. And as soon as we're going to click on this button which says sign in with Google, Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on this allow. Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we're going to click on this allow, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. All right, so here you can see that this is the spreadsheet I want to create this automation for, which is new leads and inquiries. So we are just going to select the same spreadsheet right over here for which we want to create this automation. And now it's asking me for the sheet. So once again, you have to select the same sheet for which you want to create this automation. So I'm just going to do the same. And now it's asking me for the name, phone, address, and the query message. So you may notice that these are the same details which we have entered in the columns of our Google Sheets. So yes, we're going to fill in these details one by one so that we can add that same details into our Google Sheets. But we're not going to enter the details manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected IndiaMART IndiaMART as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so now it is asking for the name, right? So I'm just going to look for a name in the previous response, and as you can see, Prabhat, so we're going to map it. Alright, we're going to move forward. We're going to map the phone number too. As you can see the same, so we're going to map it. Over here we're going to map the address, so I'm just going to look for address and then we're going to map it. We're going to map the query message, so I'm just going to look for query message right over here and then we're going to map it. Now after mapping all of these details, with this we have successfully turned all of these fields into dynamic. Alright, and now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, and yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully added these lead details into our Google Sheets. So I'm just going to open my Google Sheets and check for the details added, and yes, over here you can see the details have been added. You can see the name, the phone, the address and the query message has been added right over here automatically. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMART account, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response, trigger the workflow and add that same lead details into my Google Sheets. That too without any manual efforts. This workflow is going to run in backend and we don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on the save and send test request button. We can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.